What's up, world? It's Wednesday, May 2nd, 2018. I'm here at yournewswire.com. As you can see, the title is Pope Francis Calls on U.S. Authorities to Disarm the Population. This article was posted on April 30th, 2018. Pope Francis has called for a gun ban in the U.S., urging authorities to confiscate all weapons, and has begun using Twitter to preach the New World Order doctrine that individuals should not have the right to personally defend themselves against evil. The Pope's comments come as Second Amendment experts warn the United Nations are launching their most serious attempt yet to ban all privately owned firearms in the United States and other countries. And here you can see an image of Pope Francis's tweet, and I'll actually just head on over here to Pope Francis's Twitter account. Here you can see he has 17.7 million followers, and if you'll take a look in the center of your screen, see right here his tweet. Do we really want peace? Then let's ban all weapons so we don't have to live in fear of war. But isn't it funny how the Pope has plenty of weapons around him with his guards? It's okay for them to have weapons though. These inflammatory statements are merely the latest in a lengthy series of disturbing announcements by the Jesuit Pope, and have sparked fears that he is the false prophet warned about in Holy Scripture and prophecy. In July, Pope Francis told the Italian newspaper La Repubblica that the United States of America has a distorted vision of the world, and Americans must be ruled by a world government as soon as possible for their own good. The week before, the Pope also called for a one world government and political authority, arguing that the creation of a one world government is needed to combat major issues such as climate change. Speaking with Ecuador's El Universo newspaper, the Pope said that the United Nations doesn't have enough power and must be granted full government control for the good of humanity. The globalization movement cannot be underestimated. It is the process of transitioning the world into a single state ruled by a global government while eroding the rights of the individual and taking away our freedoms. World religious leaders, led by the increasingly anti-Christian Pope Francis, are playing a leading role in this great deception. Every totalitarian government in the 20th century began its rule by disarming the population. There is a direct correlation between the desire to confiscate guns from law-abiding citizens and the desire to form an authoritarian government ruling over a weak and powerless population. By joining the anti-gun chorus and ignoring the fact that our founding fathers fought for freedom from a tyrannical and abusive government, Pope Francis has shown his cards again. He does not have American interests at heart. He stands on the side of tyranny and totalitarianism. David Rockefeller famously said that a global crisis would have to occur before the people of the world would be willing to accept a new world order. Sure enough, when the world economy suffered a dramatic crash in 2008, world leaders again proclaimed the need for a new world order with global financial control. As demonstrated by Pope Francis, the global elites are now determined to push for gun control in the United States as a key step in their attempt to march humanity towards unified totalitarian imprisonment. The global elite are also determined to dismantle Christian belief in the West. Close observers of Pope Francis will have noticed he is determined to steer his flock away from Jesus Christ. The pontiff, who held Islamic prayers in the Vatican and later warned his followers not to enter into a personal relationship with Jesus, is a ravenous wolf disguised as a white sheep. Last year, Pope Francis was caught on radio attempting to steer his flock away from Jesus Christ, telling listeners that Jesus turned into Satan, accusing Jesus of debasing himself up to the point of totally annihilating himself. Pope Francis spread satanic doctrine further when he said that Jesus Christ made himself the devil, the serpent, for us, according to L'Osservatore Romano, the daily newspaper of the Vatican. The heretical statement by Pope Francis comes after he broke with centuries of Christian tradition last year, telling a crowd of 33,000 Catholics in Rome that a personal, direct, immediate relationship with Jesus Christ must be avoided at all costs. Having a personal relationship with Jesus is dangerous and very harmful, the Pope said during the June 25th speech, raising fears that he is the false prophet foretold in Holy Scripture and prophecy. The Jesuit Pope is a leading player in the plot to usher in a new world order, determined to mislead his flock while serving the global cabal. So I'm going to go ahead and end it with this video. Everyone, please leave your comments and opinions and let me know what you think. Take care. God bless.
Nella Chiesa non esiste il fai da te, non esistono battitori liberi. Quante volte Papa Benedetto ha descritto la Chiesa come un noi ecclesiale. Talvolta capita di sentire qualcuno dire io credo in Dio, credo in Gesù, ma la Chiesa non mi interessa. Quante volte abbiamo sentito questo? E questo non va. C'è chi ritiene di poter avere un rapporto personale, diretto, immediato con Gesù Cristo, al di fuori della comunione e della meditazione della Chiesa. Sono tentazioni pericolose, sono tentazioni dannose, sono, come diceva il grande Paolo VI, dicotomie assurde. È vero che camminare insieme è impegnativo e a volte può risultare faticoso. Può succedere che qualche fratello o qualche sorella ci faccia problema o ci dia scandalo, ma il Signore ha affidato il suo messaggio di salvezza a delle persone umane, a tutti noi, a dei testimoni ed è nei nostri fratelli e nelle nostre sorelle con il loro dono e il loro limite che ci viene incontro e ci fa riconoscere. E questo significa appartenere alla Chiesa. Ricordatevi bene, essere cristiano significa appartenenza alla Chiesa.